I love that so much because it is a complete lie. Like, this game is literally a historical fantasy fiction. It takes place during World War One. Rasputin is literally a character in this game. It is so funny every time. Like, I know that's, like, necessary to put there, but it's just so funny because it's just a blatant lie. Anyway, hey everyone, it's Bloom here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Shadow Hearts 2. This is known as Shadow Hearts 2 in the US, I think, and even though I'm using the NTSCU version of this game, it still says Shadow Hearts 2 for the title screen. They didn't bother to change it. And honestly, that makes more sense as a title because Covenant suggests that it's like, when you use a spin-off, a subtitle, it suggests that it's a spin-off, but this is a direct sequel to Shadow Hearts. It takes place a few months after the ending of Shadow Hearts, and it goes by the bad ending of that game, which I guess you'll find out what that is soon if you don't already know. I'm gonna go to options and turn off subtitles because it screws up the cutscenes, and also the subtitles are awful and ugly, and they are wrong like half the time. So we're just gonna turn that off. So this is, as I said before, this is direct sequel to Shadow Hearts for the PlayStation 2, and with Shadow Hearts is a sequel, not a direct sequel, and not a spiritual sequel, but kind of an indirect sequel to Kadelka for the PlayStation 1, which is my favorite video game of all time. I love that game so much. If you want to see my Let's Play of that game, it's on my channel, and I just ramble constantly for like hours about how much I love that game. I love it so much. It's definitely not the type of game for everyone, though, and it's very different from Shadow Hearts, which is more... I don't want to say it's a more generic RPG because it's not a generic JRPG by any standards, but it's definitely more like if you played Final Fantasy, you could pick up Shadow Hearts and be like, yeah, I can play this. But Kadelka is definitely way different. So this is a very good sequel to Shadow Hearts, I think. And if you're wondering, you don't have to play Kadelka in order to understand Shadow Hearts. Although I do recommend it because I love that game. But I would recommend playing Shadow Hearts before you play Shadow Hearts 2. It's not completely necessary, you could probably pick up what's going on, but it is a direct sequel, so it's probably best to play Shadow Hearts before you play this one. I'm going to go... Did I already do this? Yes, I completely forgot about something I just did a few seconds ago. This Let's Play is starting off great. Let's do a new game. And this is going to be 100% walkthrough. I don't mind doing the 100% walkthrough at all because this game honestly has some of the best side content, like optional content, extra content, and side quests in any RPG. It's so fun and so rewarding. And I think I mentioned that Shadow Hearts 1 also had very good content, extra content, so it's nice that they continued that trend with this game. Alright, let's start. Not all the FMVs in this game are this ugly, don't worry. get up! She's supposed to be like the leader of this squadron, and she was completely knocked prone with a single push. He just drops her.
As much as I can remember.
I changed my mind about the subtitles.
The following day, Lieutenant Koenig, you were found by the Metz Highway, along with Sergeant Robert and 8 survivors.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a story, but it seems we'll have to believe you.
General, just give me another...
Lieutenant!
I like the hair physics. It's pretty good for its time.
Karin, I've already decided to do that. I'm sending you back to that village. But this time you'll be a guide.
Me, a guide?
Our forces invaded France from the north and have managed to push back the Western Front beyond the Meuse River. But that village alone has stubbornly refused to surrender to us, and continues to remain outside the Empire's grasp. Domremy may be beautiful, but it has absolutely no strategic value to us. But for the honor of the Empire, we must not allow anyone, or anything, to stand against us. Even if we have to face a demon itself. Is that clear?
You know, it's funny you should mention a demon.
This is Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. He's come all the way from the Vatican.
Wait, that's not his name. His name is Nicolai, not Nicholas. What the fuck?
1915. Early spring. The world is in the middle of a huge upheaval.
Time for a history lesson.
It started with a single shot, and the fire of war spread within a single instant. All of Europe was engulfed, and the struggle soon grew into the first worldwide war the human race had ever known. From a corner of this battlefield, our story begins once again.
Oh my gosh, it's the goons from Final Fantasy X too.
Yup.
That was a great scene. I especially like the part where he said yep and walked away. Apoina Tower. One week later, late night, Vatican.
Is this your first time at the Vatican?
Yes.
I need to do some careful preparation before we go to Domremy. There's a certain item that I must have in order to complete this mission.
A certain item?
Yes, a sort of good luck charm. It's used for exorcisms.
And that's where we're going now?
Yes, it's inside Apoina Tower. Also known as the Tower of Atonement. It seems you know of it. For many, many years, dangerous heretics and others like them were kept imprisoned there. It's filled with the spirits of those who went mad from the torture. That's why it's a safe resting place for the item that I seek.
But why am I coming?
Well, to get to the top of the tower, I need your help. I'll feel much safer if you're with me.
I like how the ellipses was subtitled. It really needed that.
It's this way, Lieutenant.
I should warn you. Why is this the default speed for the subtitles? Like, who would possibly want it to be that slow? I should warn you, it's completely different here inside the tower. It's filled with real monsters and ghosts, you know. Ah! Real monsters! But don't worry. Compared to that demon in Domremy, these should be a snap to handle. Now, make sure you don't wander too far away from me. Let's go. Okay. Instant, of course, memory. And alright. I guess we'll learn about battle basics. First, let's cover normal attacks. To use a weapon, select your attack target with the attack command. The Judgment Ring will appear. And, the Judgment Ring glitch that, was, well, I mean, if you watch my, Let's Play of this game from years and years ago, then you will know what you're talking about. It's a kind of thing that doesn't affect gameplay. You know what? If you don't know what it is, it doesn't matter. The Judgment Ring will appear. This ring will affect your actions. You'll be seeing a lot of it throughout the game. Yeah. So the Judgment Ring glitch, you'll notice like a black screen or something, or sometimes the snapshot it takes, because whenever the Judgment Ring comes out, it takes the image of your character and puts it in like a cache, is how I'm guessing it would work. And then, but it might not be like accurate, it screws it up because, well, if you didn't notice already, this is on an emulator. So sometimes it'll be a black screen and sometimes it will be showing a different character instead of the one that I'm currently controlling, but it doesn't really matter. The areas of color on the ring are called hit areas. Hit these sections and you'll perform an attack. The red parts besides the hit areas are called strike areas. Your attacks will become more powerful if you hit these. Honestly, unless you're really experienced with the Judgment Ring, I would not worry about that. If you try to hit the strike areas and you're not very good, you'll probably just end up missing. And it really doesn't make that much of a difference. when the ring appears, the indicator will start to revolve. Press the X button and stop it in the colored area. With normal attacks, using a weapon, the number of attacks you can perform is the same as the number of hit areas. This time, you'll perform 2 attacks if you hit both areas. If you miss any, you'll perform fewer attacks. I like how it just keeps saying demonstration, demonstration. Next, you'll learn about special abilities. Try using Nicolai's special abilities, White Magic and Blessed Light. I mean, what do you mean try? It's a demonstration. I'm not doing anything. I can't control anything. The judgment ring also appears when using special abilities. The green parts are called step areas. They don't affect the special ability's strength, but you do have to hit them. It's the blue modular areas that determine the strength. Hit them in the latter half for increased power. If you hit all of the areas that appear on the judgment ring, you'll succeed in using the special ability. Okay, now try using Blessed Light. Remember that was Alice's ability.
Here it comes.
Besides this judgment ring, you just learned about, there are other types of rings that appear in the game. But the same basic rule applies. Try to hit every area on the ring. That's the end of the battle tutorial. Well, that's the end of the first part. Okay.
Don't mess my clothes up.
Those were easier than most. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh. I want to look at everything. Doors firmly locked. Oh, we're locked inside? Combos. I'm gonna... Okay. I actually don't use combos because I think it's just much simpler to brute force everything, and in my opinion, this game is rather easy. But I think all turn-based RPGs are easy, so what do I know? To carry out a combo, I'm terrible at like every other type of game though. To carry out a combo, first you have to get your party members into combo mode with the combo command. Here's a combo with Nicolai and Karin. The combo starts when the first party member attacks. The hit classes you select when you issue the attack command are very important in combo attacks. If the hit class's combination is good, the combo will flow and work well. Let's try starting the combo with the normal high angle attack this time. Succeed on the judgment ring with a character who's performing a combo, and the combo ring will start to turn. You have to press the same button as the one spinning on the ring before it stops spinning. If you fail at the combo ring, it's a combo break and the combo ends. If you succeeded at the combo ring, the other members involved in the combo will automatically get their turns. Now go after that monster you just attacked. Get the combos flowing and your hits will start adding up. Combos let you attack the enemy rapidly from one party member's turn to another. They also increase the damage done as the number of hits mounts up, so they're a really great way to attack. They're especially good against bosses and unusually strong opponents. There's also a shortcut function for entering combo commands. Activate shortcuts by switching on the combo switch setting in Combo Setup. See the command menu to help for more information on combos and shortcuts. That's the end of the combo tutorial. Again, I don't really do this, or maybe I'll try a little bit during this playthrough, but it really doesn't matter. You can just brute force everything. I guess positioning matters a little bit. But there's no, like, easy way to tell where enemies are on the battlefield. So if you push them away and you want to use, like, an AoE attack, then I guess it could work that way. But like I said, I don't really pay attention to that. So what I mean by AoE attack is this. See, the red arrow tells us which one I'm targeting, and then the one that's next to it, since it's in its area of effect, it shows that it's being targeted too. And this is a really good way to defeat enemies easily.
God grant them mercy. Many have been imprisoned and died here over the years. Noblemen who lost in battle. Tragic princesses
like
who were
Charlotte.
thought to have died of illnesses.
Well, I mean, she wasn't here,
You
but
can still feel their malice.
I knew it.
no, sorry, that was my
What is it?
stomach.
I'm not sure. But when I met that demon in Domremy, I didn't sense the malevolence that I feel from the people in this tower.
Huh. Could it have been because you were so afraid then?
You are a woman, after all.
That may be part of it, but he was beautiful.
More beautiful than me.
Interesting word to use.
Also,
Also?
he seemed sad.
Mana leaf that restores some of your MP. All the items are exactly the same as in the last game. I sort of comb the area because you never know what you're gonna find. Hit area expand. I'll explain that in just a second.
Here it comes.
God, the attacks look so ridiculous. So is the game not going to explain to us about, like, the sanity points thing? I am the Ring's soul, the will of the Judgment Ring, the administrator of all fate. What the... The world drowns in its own history, and in this time you must carry the burden of fate. Fate? I can see it. I can see thy future. This I entrust to you. Yay! Attack boost! What? The power to command the Judgment Ring. Such power will help you carve your way through destiny. Wait, why give this to me? The Judgment Ring has the power to change the world. Fate only follows a straight path if it is used well. Fate? A straight path? There is nothing more to say. I will appear to you again to bestow upon you more power. But beware, I am always watching. Watching to see if you are truly the one to command destiny. You should be honored being chosen like that. Don't keep your new power all to yourself. Ring customization has been added to the command menu. Ring customization. Ring customization allows you to enhance the Battle Judgment Ring with ring items. For example, you can change the ring areas or set up auto ring. Do you want a more deep? No, I don't. This gives us more attacks. So now Karin will have 3 attacks. And let's add this add-on effect. This game is very customizable. Ooh, I can expand the strike area too. I don't really need to expand the hit area. So let's save those for later. I mean, you can change it at any time, but I'm not gonna bother. The door is tightly sealed. We cannot go through the cool-looking door at this time. So are they really not going to explain the sanity points thing in this tutorial? Alright, next battle I'll explain it. I guess you can look up everything in, like... Okay, there is another benefit to hitting strike areas, and that's your score. You can just look up your score and see, like, your stats. I don't really know who in the world would be interested in that, but just so you know. Use a tent. And this is it. Behind this door. Be careful now. There's a familiar keeping guard in there.
There you are.
Alright, so I'll explain about sanity points in a minute. Lesson light. just a gargoyle. I don't know. I think it's funny how in Kadelka the gargoyle was a super boss, but here it's literally the first boss that we fight. That's what hard hit looks like. Evil Ray. Oh man, that 2 hit him really hard.
Here it comes.
Alright, so see that, you know the turn order, turn priority at the top? There is, you'll see, in a few turns, Karin turns red, and that means that she's gonna go berserk because she ran out of sanity points. The game's stats are like pretty standard for JRPGs. You got your HP, your MP, but you also have your SP. And it's exactly the same as the previous game. Every turn, as a general rule, every turn you will lose 1 sanity point. And once they are all out, your character goes berserk, and the berserk status pretty much functions exactly like any other berserk status in an RPG. So you have to restore them with pure leaves. I don't think I'll need this. I think I am going to finish this battle before that becomes a problem. But you do need to keep an eye on it because it can be very dangerous. Like, you don't want to end up with all your characters going berserk.
Here it comes.
Really easy.
Well now, what's next?
Is that it?
Yes. The ultimate tool for exorcising demons.
Domremy.